to another recap show. Is day 2's over, Coach, right?
Dude, I feel like we just got done talking about day 1.
We did get this.
I think we're setting a record today with two podcasts one day. It's a record.
2 and 1. We've never done it before.
Now
today. The best time of the year.
They were both free. But yeah, no, it was a long day. Day's over. Actually got done a lot quicker than we did yesterday. A little run rule in our last game. So here we are.
We get to do it early, so you won't see our beautiful faces in the morning, which might be better for you, for people that stay up late here. So, Coach, let's break down day 2 before we get to moving day here in a little bit. But what we'll do is we'll throw some scores up, kind of recap day 2 real quick for you, if I can find it here. So day 2, we did have some games that were not very close. You start off with the early morning one, but had a good game between Fountain Inn and Hanahan, 2 Power 25 teams. Chapman continues to stay hot, Coach. Northwestern pulling the upset off, moving to 2-0. Catawba Ridge and Oceanside, the game of the day. Oceanside went to town on the Copperheads, which we'll get to here shortly. Legion hit 75 home runs in their win over Ashley Ridge, and Lugoff Elgin to cap the day off. Jake Morris with his walk-off run roll home run. Coach, what players, we're going to let you just hit them all right here. What players stood out to you from day 2?
So we're going to individual players right now?
We're talking about top performers from day 2 here.
Top performers day 2. All right, I'm going to start with Caden Fergola. He got from Oceanside, right-hand pitcher. Got matched up against Caden Glover. Everybody, everybody's here to watch. And man, he got the better end of that matchup. I don't know that everybody expected that, but knew a little bit about him coming in. Hadn't seen him a ton, but he comes out running up 87 to 90, topped out at 90 a couple times, and even into the second inning that he was out there, he was still hitting 90, and was breaking off a really, really good slider all day. He was in the upper 70s, low 80s with his slider. Just worked it in and out, up, down, you name it. He did it. They played good defense behind him, and he held a good Catawba Ridge team, a team that won their game yesterday, and a team that we got high. A lot of people have high expectations for. He just kind of goose egged them for a whole day. And did it in impressive fashion. Like I said, he was up 90, touched 90 for a couple innings, and he was still throwing hard late in that game. So Caden Fergola, 2025, right-hander at Oceanside, probably going to win a lot of ball games. Bright future ahead of him. I was impressed with what I saw from him. Might go a little more on Oceanside here later in the day. A second one, another one that we've talked about before. I think we decided number 2 in our 2027 rankings. Is that correct? Griffin McCain. So Griffin McCain from Legion. Another guy. He's had a big 2 days so far. Yesterday, offensively, he did some nice things for Legion, and then today. 3 o'clock slot, same time that Fergola and Glover were having their pitching matchup. He was on the other field, got to start for Legion. Like I said, he's number 2 in our 2027 rankings. Left-handed pitcher, man. He was everything we expected him to be. He was up to 89, sat in that 86, 87, 88 range. Threw a lot of strikes, really athletic kid. And I think one of the things that stood out to me today was that breaking ball, man. That breaking ball is tough. I was talking to a couple people over there. As he keeps progressing, keeps adding on to that frame. He's a tall kid, really athletic kid. He has a little more on that frame, and he gets in the low 90s with that fastball. When he mixes that breaking ball, he's. We might be talking about making some money. He was that good today, so I enjoyed getting to watch him pitch, and he kept his pitch count down, was able to get deep in that ball game for Legion, so got them moving in the right direction. But yeah, I was impressed with what I saw from him on the mound. I'm gonna stay on the mound. No, we joked this morning about me only talking about pitchers, and
All you say is on the mound.
I got 4 pitchers again. So I'm staying on the mound. I'm going a little earlier in the day, 12:30 game down on Wando Riverfield. We had another really good pitching matchup. We talked about the one with Catawba Ridge and Oceanside. We got St. James and Northwestern. St. James had a big win the first day. And they come out, I think they had an early lead today and ended up losing that ball game, but they had 2025 lefty on the mound too, Jacob Herrick. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm going Herrick. It might be Eric. The H could be silent. I'm not sure. Jacob Herrick, another left-handed pitcher. He got the start, got deep in that ball game as well. He was a low mid 80s. I think he topped out 84. But the thing that impressed me with him was how much he used his changeup. He had one of the better changeups I've seen from a high school pitcher in the last couple of years. Not just with how good the pitch was, but the fact that he was willing and able to use that. You see a lot of high school kids and a lot of kids we've seen down here. They might have that changeup and they throw it in warm-ups, but they don't throw it in the game very often. We've had a lot of kids we've talked about that. We really can't talk about their changeup because we haven't got to see it. But Jacob was using that thing early. He was using it often. He was mixing it in both sides of the plate, right-hander, left-hander, didn't matter. Really good changeup. I don't know that he's committed anywhere. I guess I should have looked that up beforehand. But somebody needs to jump on him. I think he's going to win a lot of ball games on the mound for St. James. I would. He's going to win a lot of games at the high school level. I think he'll win games at the next level too. I think somebody needs to take a look at him because what we saw today, he can definitely do it on the mound for the Sharks. And my last one, like I said, he got in a tight pitching matchup with Northwestern. His counterpart there was 2027, another left-hander, Brandon Cunningham from Northwestern. He got on the mound. First time I'd ever seen him. And he was tough from the start. Kind of had a little bit of a funky windup, kind of deceptive. I think it was tough for the kid to pick up the ball coming out of his hand. It was different. But he was 81, 83, 70, 71 with the slider, 76, 78 with changeup. Another guy we saw mix in some changeups, but another guy early in the season got deep in that ball game because he was throwing strikes, letting his defense do a little work. And his fastball, though, the impressive thing with Cunningham, man, his fastball was running all over the place. It was incredibly tough for those. St. James got a pretty good lineup, and he kind of held him down a little bit because he had that thing going all kind of directions. He was tough. So, maybe tomorrow I'll bust a hitter out. I guess because I felt bad this morning. All I talked about was arms, and here I am again. I got 4, and I went straight arms again. So here we are.
You're a big PO guy, pitcher guy.
Talk about the athletes, Coach. You get the athletes out.
I got us on the other side. Are those all your guys, Coach?
I'm done. I only have 4. I got several guys I'll give a shout out to, but it's going to be a minute when we talk about some of the teams.
Before I move to I've got 3 guys here. Before I move to my 2 hitters, I'm going to go to the pitching side. However, this does have some hitting with it as well. Hudson Spravero at Hanahan, Coach. A big day on the mound, looked really good on the mound. We saw him preseason All-State not too long ago, 84, 86 off the bump. Very competitive kid. But not only has he done it on the mound, over these past 2 days, he's done it at the plate as well. Had some big swings, a lot of hard hit balls across the diamond for him. I know he's going to be a big piece for the Hanahan team this year. I know we talked about it this morning about them losing a lot of those key pieces, and he'll be big for them. Now I'm going to move to – I go to this guy. He had a good day too, but he also had a good day 1. Brady Gold, Wofford commit at Wando. The tweet says hitters hit. That's all Brady Gold does. Really good bat control, bat speed, plays the game the right way, which I think is he over under 6 hits? No, he's probably under that. So he's probably 4 or 5 hits this weekend, right?
Yeah, if you don't have 4 or 5 hits, definitely hit 4 or 5 balls on the barrel.
because he's probably 90% barrel right now the way he's looked. So we know Brady's going to have a good weekend. He was a future game alum for us back 23. Yeah, it would have been 2023, I think. I'm right. Maybe not. Somewhere in there. Can't keep up with the years anymore. And the big winner of the day, Justin Iannetto at Legion Collegiate. Coach, 5 RBIs, 2 doubles, an inside the park home run. Every time he got up to the plate, he barreled a ball. Kids showcased a lot of his talents today. Do you hear the kids screaming?
It sounds like you're like the indoor swimming pool or something.
There's a pool right in front of me, and there's like 12 kids out here, and they're all screaming. They happen to come out when we start the show. They're screaming as loud as Justin hit the exit velocity on those balls he had today. But Iannetto, big day for him. I'll be interested to see how he keeps up with it Sunday and Monday if he continues to square the ball up. He's got a chance, Coach. He's got some pop in the bat, got some speed, athleticism. We'll see what he continues to do this weekend.
I don't touch on those 2 guys you talked about. The last 2, the one with Brady. You talked about the barrels. He's played incredible shortstop for Wando. He's done it for a few years now, but he's played a really impressive shortstop this week. And the athleticism, man, it's there too. I think there was a time today. It was hit and run. I don't know if it was a hit and run or not. He was stealing. Guy popped up to center field, and normally you see that runner at first base. He kind of gets caught and don't know what to do, and he ends up standing there with his hands on his head until somebody starts screaming at him. And so, as soon as he saw that ball in the air, he did a pop-up slide in the middle of the baseline, so he turned around and go back. I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, but it's really athletic looking play. But it just a really good athlete. Watching him run, I think I had him at 4-0 down the line at one point today on a ground ball. He's played really good shortstop. And then the other one, the inside the park home run. One thing you can't really see it from that video, but my man on that inside the park home run was floating. He hit that ball to center field, and it got over center fielder's head, and it hit that. They were on that back field over there that's got the double fence, and that ball hit the pad on the double fence in the air. And I think when the ball hit the pad, he was already touching second base. Because he stood on it. It was high, but he stood on that ball. And when it hit that pad and bounced back, he was moving. It wasn't even I don't think it wasn't like a normal inside the park home run where the ball bounces back past somebody and, we ended up chasing it for a while. My man was scooting. I don't know what I'd like to see what his time was home to home. I don't really know what a good one would be, but he was moving. He might have been like my guy that ran the 3.8 40 at the combine the other day. He was getting it.
He was fine. Now, Coach, I know you had some special shout outs, right?
Yeah, I got a couple I'm going to talk about when we talk about our team of the day.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got another team. I got another team, man. I got to talk about Chapman for a second because they can't be my team of the day because I picked them as my team of the day this morning from yesterday. They were my team of yesterday. But Chapman, man, Chapman just come down here, and again, I said it this morning. We didn't know what to expect. They come down here today. They got 2 coaches. One of them gets put in the dugout. One of them gets run early in the game. We got 2 kids coaching the bases, and they're playing a Wando team who I swear I still believe it has one of the better rosters in this tournament. I know the tournament hadn't exactly gone their way, but they're out here playing these guys. I'm trying to find my roster from them real quick. And we talked about them last night, just scrappy bunch, but they're out here. They got 2 kids coaching the bases. They're down to 1 coach. He can't leave the dugout and just find a way to, honestly, they kind of opened it up and ended up, I don't want to say they blew them out, but ended up beating Wando pretty handily over there. And it was like every time we turned around, somebody was mashing a baseball out there. We say, Hank Tollison, he's hit several balls on the barrel. The kid that started the game, Colt McPeters, he started on the mound and was in the upper 70s, and we kind of, we kept moving along. And he ends up squaring up 2 or 3 baseballs throughout that ball game. He's out there tracking it down in center field. Silas Powell, their catcher, he drove in a ton of runs today. Actually, a lot of guys are probably leaving out there, but man, Chapman has really, and they got a shot to prove something tomorrow too. But I think they've came down here with something to prove, and been very impressive. So I just want to give some guys on that roster a shout out, because I don't feel like I can count them as my team of the day. Man, holy smokes!
They were here in 2021, I think, not too long ago, and won the thing. Their the Shipyard Showdown. Now let's get to this before our special surprise here in a little bit. Team of the day for day 2. Austin, I'll flip it to you before I get to my tangent point.
Ooh, my team of the day, man. I gotta go with the Land Sharks. I got to go with the Land Sharks from Oceanside, baby. I feel like I have to, because we sat there, we looked at their draw early. We were, didn't talk about them a ton. Did anybody pick them to win the whole thing? I think Danielle picked them to win the whole thing, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
She did. So Danielle picked them to win the whole thing. But outside of that, we really, I don't think we talked about them a ton the other day. They come down here yesterday. They get a kid throwing 95 at them for 5 innings. They're down by a few runs there for a while. They find a way to win that game on a walk-off. And then they come out today. They got a UNC commit, Caden Glover, they're facing. And we're, kind of sitting here like, man, how'd they end up with that draw? And they just come out swinging it, man. They come out swinging it. They get a big win. I think the final was, 6-0, 4-0, 6-0, somewhere in there. Fergola, we already talked about him on the mound. Andrew Palmer hit a ball, about got out today, had bases loaded, cleared them out. I don't know if he cleared them out, but either way, big day for him. So, several other guys on that roster, man, they swung the bat well. Another guy on the team I really that's really growing on me is a shortstop. Charlie Johnson is he swung a good bat today. Had an RBI triple at one point. And just another, I like to watch some defense because I'm a pitching guy. I like to watch defense as well. But my man's picking it out there at shortstop. He made one of the better defensive plays I think we've seen all day. He was going up the middle on the ball and glove flipped it to second base, get a force out to end an inning, and just kind of never broke stride. Like it was just part of it. So I have enjoyed watching that team play. Got a lot of good ball players there. Then we had another 2027 Aiden Color. He had a double early. He hit a ball over the left fielder's head, kind of got everything rolling. When it looked like early on Glauber was just going to kind of win the day and blow some people away. Yeah, got a sophomore comes in, burns the left fielder on a double, and they start rolling. So again, enjoyed watching those guys so far. They got a good team. They got a good lineup. They've had some really good arms they've ran out. We've already seen Becker. We've seen Fergola. Interested to see what else they got in the tank. So enjoy watching those guys. That's my team of the day. I think just not only the fact they're 2-0, but kind of the way they've done it. So,
Coach, as I move to my team of the day here,
moving on.
Here's my team of the day. If you are from the city of Rock Hill, South Carolina, you're part of my team of the day. Look, it's a big day for the city of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Northwestern is 2-0, Coach, for the first time since we've been in this tournament, right? Northwestern has struggled previously, but they're sitting pretty at 2-0 and got a big game tomorrow to maybe they're sitting there in that tie for first place. Or no, I'm sorry, they're in second place. Let me recorrect that. But they got a chance nonetheless. But they've showed well this week, played the game hard. Who knows what happens? Coach Hunt got those boys rolling. And not only that, but a former Trojan goes and shuts the Gamecocks down today for 7 innings. It's a big time to be a Trojan, Coach.
And you knew the Tigers and Gamecocks was going to get brought into it. So.
You knew it because we were going to relate it back to the Trojans.
power move. I've enjoyed getting to watch that team come down here and play too, because like I said, I think that's a team that's been down here a few years, and I don't think they've had the success they've wanted to have in the tournament in the past. And they come down here this year and won a couple big ball games so far. They're 2-0. They got everything's right in front of them. They headed into Sunday with day 3, and they're still in the mix. So, they've ran some good arms out there. As far as me and you can predict, he's got at least one, if not two more, that in his bag of tricks for the next couple of days. So let's see what happens with the Trojans. I look forward to seeing them. And, like I said, you got Darden, former friend of the show.
I mean, if you join the podcast, you have success down the road.
Canarell, they both had a big day today.
Big day for the Tigers. There's only one. Y'all's predictions are said 3. There's only one of us that predicted the sweep. So we'll see how that shakes out tomorrow. Who wins that pick 'em. Now, before I get to day 3 here, Coach. Day 3. It's time to do something. You ready?
Depends.
Let's bring the sitting first place team head coach into the mix. What's going on, Coach?
I could listen to Austin talk baseball all day long. That guy, he's got the face for radio. He's got a beautiful voice.
The face for radio is in bad shape. I think you got sunburned today.
Well, I mean, you're out there. You're getting all the video. You're doing a great job. You're doing a lot better than Drew is. I'll tell you that.
Oh, really? I can't say what I was going to. Never mind.
No, speak freely here, Drew. Speak freely.
There's only one.
Someone else is going to text me and get on me.
There's only one person on this show right now that is the skipper of a 2-0 team that's in the driver's seat to win this tournament. There's only one of us here that's doing it.
Oh man, there's nowhere better to be than Charleston, South Carolina. Other than Fountain and South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina.
Coach, right now, there's the Charleston's a better place to be than the 44 right now.
Thank you for getting that right. That was big of you. I appreciate it.
I remember it was on those hats one year. I couldn't figure out what it meant.
No, I don't think you're right about that one, but we'll take close enough.
It wasn't on the hat.
Yeah, Austin wasn't prepped for this. But since you love Austin, you screw Stewie. But hey, anyway.
Would you want me to say why? Would you like me to say why?
Well, there's only one person that had faith in you in the long run. That's all I got to say. Where's Coach West at? Where's my cousin?
West is at a dinner with his mom. It's her birthday. Shout out Miss Tracy. It's her birthday today.
Shout out Miss Tracy. Wonderful woman.
She is.
Coach Rowland, since you're on, how do we feel about tomorrow?
Where we at, Coach? We need to know where we're at. I need to know what we need to pick for tomorrow.
Well, I mean, every day is a new adventure, man. And I'm pretty calm right now, but I know I'll be anxious when I get to the park. I don't know. I mean, we've got a tight group. They really get along well. I think they expect to win. They've been together now for 3 years playing varsity ball, all of them, and so they don't lack confidence, which is a good thing. But there's always the ability for us to be humbled eventually. We know Ashley Ridge. I've got my darn hotel room door open. Some kids are probably walking in. I know that we've got the chance to be humbled at some point, and Ashley Ridge is a very good team. They're perennial in Charleston, and so y'all close the door and get out. Y'all get out of here.
We need to get them all on.
They're gonna get me darn kicked. They're gonna get us kicked out of this hotel, and we're going to go stay with all the kids.
I'm in a dugout show. You'll be fine.
I swear to God, we're gonna get kicked out of this Holiday Inn, and it's gonna be bad.
I thought that noise was Drew out there at the pool, but I think
I felt like I was there.
Finally got him under control at the pool.
Be careful, Drew, showing your screen now. There's children running around.
Yeah.
No, I feel like we've got Anderson Hayes going tomorrow. He's a talented left-handed pitcher. If he's on, I feel like we'll be competitive. But Ashley Ridge has a good lineup, and they're a really good, well-coached team. And this tournament, man, this is a good tournament. There's some really high quality teams. Drew's getting insecure, so he's moving. Look at him.
Yeah, the pool scene out here at the Courtyard by Marriott has not been. It's tough, you know.
It's like I'm at a huge frat party outside right now.
Well, gee, a frat party just walked into my room, man. Now I'm just waiting to get called from the desk.
The frat party was at Charleston Sports Pub last night. There was live music. Me and Drew both had to go take a Tylenol when we left.
Well, this is a work trip, and so me in a pub during a work trip is not going to happen. But
Well, you don't have to use it for the pub. We used it for the restaurant. Me and Drew don't drink either.
Well, that's good. Drew is too prideful to say this probably, but he comes in the dugout. What'd you say?
I need to take this hat off.
No, keep it on because it looks good on you. He comes in the dugout Friday at the end of the Wando game, and he squatted down getting video. And I think we had so in these MTTs, multi-team tournaments, the runs allowed is huge. So we're playing Wando. You like that, Drew? We're playing Wando, and we misplay a ball in the outfield, and it drops, and they end up scoring a run, which I thought was a cheap run. And I'm like, these are going to come back to bite you if you're in the hunt on Sunday. So I'm just not in a good mood in the dugout. And Drew is right there. And so Drew caught the brunt of it. And I looked at Drew and I said, you need to get out of our dugout because 2 days ago you picked Wando to win this whole thing. And now you want to sit in our dugout while we're playing Wando. And so we get done with the game. And Drew texts Cole and he says, I'm going to Venmo you $5. Go buy Blake a beer. Like, I mean, it wasn't wrong though, man. I don't hide my stress well. And I think I always think we can play better, Drew. I mean, we gave up 3 unearned runs today because we didn't make routine it short and we dropped a fly ball. So I always think we can play better.
I got blamed for that too, but
you did. Just anytime you're close.
You blame for everything. But see, I'm the only one that picked you to go to the long run with that sleeper pick.
Well, we were a sleeper pick.
But Coach, no one else had any faith in you to pick you as a champion or a sleeper.
I'll also say this: the amount of times we've been in the park and people have come up and said, "Man, I didn't even know y'all existed until last night." It's great because it's hard to scout a team you don't know exists and you don't know anything about. So nobody really gets a good scout on us. But if anybody wants to know and scout us, we hammer fastball low and away. We hammer breaking ball. Just feed us low and away fastballs and breaking balls. And if you throw it middle in straight, we aren't going to touch it. So that's a good scout on us.
You got a couple guys in that lineup too. They're ice cold right now. I think middle fast BP fastballs to some guys right now. Lucas Cannon. Man, I just give him whatever he wants right now.
He can hit water if he fell out of a boat right now.
Do what?
Kelly couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat right now.
No,
I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to say anything bad about Kelly. That kid is. I told you in the preview show he was one that we thought would help us, and man, that kid can hit. That was his first varsity at bat was against Max, and it was a 9-pitch walk, and he saw some really good pitches. And Max Ferrando can pitch really well, and he threw a back foot slider 3-2 against Carter, and Carter, big league tape, set the tone for us, came back up, and y'all mentioned it earlier, had a really big hit with the bases loaded. He just wasn't overwhelmed by the setting or the velocity he saw, and I've been really impressed with that kid.
Coach, and especially someone told me didn't think y'all could really hit very well, but these pessimistic people.
Well,
y'all sandbagged us big time on Friday, and it was Friday before the game. You're standing there in your flip flops, and Cole had his yoga pants on, and it was just unbelievable. Y'all were talking about we can't hit. We're gonna go 0-4. Y'all put us down here. We're playing the you're playing the 27.
You gave us 3 really really strong teams to play.
Yeah, like we set you up with the 27 Yankees 4 times. We can't hit, we can't run, we can't field, we can't do anything. We shouldn't even have came down here. we should have stayed at home and went and, inter squatted our JV for 4 games. And
our JV, shout out to our JV. They went 2-0. They probably would beat us, honestly. Our JV is pretty good. They could probably take us.
Here we are. But Coach, we need to coach together one day, because I think me and you are on the same wavelength, because you talked about your defense. I think that if there's one thing y'all still haven't played your best game in this tournament.
No, routines kill us.
Coach, your kid today, Luke Tanner, and I think I told Cole, I joked with Cole in the dugout. I liked him because that was me, man. I just kind of drop it down there and throw it in and see what happens. And man, if everything would have been fielded the way it should have been fielded, and this ain't a knock on your defense, but if everything got fielded the way that it should have been fielded, he would be on the bus, right? He'd be hanging out in your hotel room right now, and he wouldn't give up a run. We filled a couple ground balls.
If we filled the ball cleanly, our pitchers would be hitting batting practice when we get back. But
yes, I mean, we catch fly ball in center field.
You can knock our defensive play all you want, because they're obviously watching right now, and they got to figure out how to we make the routines look hard, and we make the hards look routine, and it's the damnedest thing I've ever seen in my life. It makes me so mad, but that's just high school kids, man. You never know what to expect.
If you need somebody to come hit some fungos for you, let me know. But, we were talking about arms, too. We were trying to figure out if the Fury had any arms left, try to win a game tomorrow. And I said, we still got Anderson Hayes in his back pocket. So
we've got
you got a couple in your pocket.
We got a few guys we trust, and I mean, we don't practice all the time to come in here to try and lose games. We're going to come in and try and win, and we've got some arms left, but Ashley Ridge is going to throw their guy that is pretty good. And I know PBR's going to have the radar gun on him. And so we got to figure out how to hit low 90s.
Coach, put that radar gun out there on the wing tonight. We had a pitching change, had a little drag between games. We had some bets go down there on the little field, see who could throw the hardest. And I threw 3 pitches, and I think I topped out at 68, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to walk tomorrow.
Well, I hope you didn't run the 60, because Rocket would smoke you, man.
Rocket around with that shit.
They don't call him the Richburg Rocket for nothing.
Gosh.
He can't run the 60 in them pants he's been wearing now.
Neither could Cole West that day in the Grays. Those jokers were tight, son.
It's something to do with their tailgate party out there. They think it's okay to wear them.
Lot 10, was lot 11 now, right?
Lot 11, get it right.
It's like they think they're from Westminster and they're wearing cowboy cut Wranglers, but they're actually not. They're wearing like dress pants and sweatpants. They found a way to make those. It's like they're going to ride a bull.
Since we're talking about clothing, Coach Rowland, you might have the top vote for the best uniforms in the tournament with your hotel uniform on day one, but the end. But Coach, but got to talk about this. The baby blue, this new?
Yeah, it's not like a school-wide thing. We are slowly trickling it in for baseball. Our Legion team that we have in Fountain Inn was baby blue. But, man, it's my favorite color. I feel better when we're wearing it. Personally, I feel like I make a lot less mistakes, because I make a lot of mistakes coaching. I feel like I make a few less when I wear that baby blue. But, man, it just looks good. It was the Battle of the Babies today. Hanahan's coaches had on baby blue. It was a fun-looking game.
It's one of their school colors, so it fits.
Well, you don't have to mention that too loud, but we like working it in. It's something we want to be unique. We want to be excited about some things, and we always try to add a new flair each year to keep the kids excited. And so that was one of them. We went to the College of Charleston game, and Creighton had all baby blue uniforms on. And I looked at Cole. I said, "We are going to order some of those this summer." Those things were sweet.
Let's come up with some funds.
Coach, we need a powder blue hat.
Well, if we didn't spend so much money coming to Charleston, we probably could have done that.
If you didn't have to pay for Cole West sub for 2 days, knowing good and well he ain't going to do anything while he's down here.
Oh, man, I tell you, he can't even do laundry tonight. That's his one job, is to do laundry, and he's got our other assistant doing it so he could be out and be a family man.
Y'all are all man. Leave my guy alone.
I love Cole, man. I love that guy.
Poor guy. Poor guy. You made him follow the bus halfway here. I mean, he's just.
He's gonna get back tonight and watch this while he's laying in the bed, and he's gonna throw something at somebody.
He's not sharing the room with me, so I'm
No?
Dang.
God.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you surprising Austin on this.
You didn't know it was coming.
Hey, loyalty, man. Loyalty is thick, and I appreciate you, Austin.
Hey,
Okay, all right, we're gonna kick you off.
see, it's funny though because Friday afternoon about 12 o'clock, I've never seen a team, the morale of the team. I shouldn't say the team because they were over there eating their sack lunch. You packed them and that banana. They were pumped. They were ready to be here. But y'all were just sandbagging us so bad, and you were mad at me because I picked you. It's very sad. Coach Spivey did the same thing last year. He acted like it was the worst thing in the world that somebody picked him to win the tournament, and then y'all come down here and you just start ripping balls left and right, and it's like, oh my gosh, who is this team I've never seen before? And now, it's cool. I'm here. I'm here for you. I just gotta get them boys fired up.
I still think we can play better.
You can, man. We all can. It's March 1st.
I know, man. I know.
I can hold that radar gun better than I have the past 2 days, but it's early for everybody.
No, it's been fun. Y'all do an awesome job. It's fun for me going on Twitter and just looking at all these updates. It's because you can go. I'll come back a year from now and I'll pull up these things and have good memories of our kids and our tournament because y'all probably won't invite us back to this next year, so we just need to enjoy it while we can. But this has been great. We really, I love Charleston, South Carolina.
You order some of them baby blue uniforms, you ain't gonna be able to afford to come back. But hey, we've enjoyed having you down here.
Absolutely right, man. We won't afford to do anything.
I tell you, we have not had a team. You talked about how good the teams are in this tournament. We hadn't had one yet that I looked at Drew and been like, man, who invited these guys?
It could be any day for us, man. So just hold your breath.
Hey, it part of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Part of the game. Coaching teenagers, man, you never know what you're gonna get.
These kids are crazy, man. These kids are crazy.
Yeah. What we gonna have for breakfast in the morning?
Whatever Holiday Inn is serving. I think they have we had it this morning. They've got a little pancake maker and they've got some danishes and some yogurts. They've got a coffee bar.
You at the Holiday Inn over here off 17?
Well, yeah, man. Y'all come by and see us anytime.
Blake's staying there.
Who's Blake?
Balake.
Our other sidekick, Blake.
I don't think I've ever met. Also, I know y'all gonna kick me off soon. Friday, we're walking into the park, and one of our kids, his name is Grayson Watson. He goes walking. He walks past Drew, keeps going, and he looks at one of his teammates and says, "Wow." He says, "Wow, that guy's a lot shorter in person."
God almighty. You guys.
He must not have been on his tiptoes.
Well, we knew Drew was rooting against us today, too, because he's a Stewie Hawk guy, so I have to just keep him on his toes.
No, I'm not Stewie Hawk, but I have it, since it's always in the comments now, I'm aboard the pain train, and we'll get to that eventually. But
we already know. We know, man. Hey, listen, not next week, but the week after, we go to Daniel for one, and they come to us for one. So y'all come check that out.
Well, the caboose of the pain train will be there.
So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So we'll see.
Look forward to it.
But man, I appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you joining us, man. And taking some time. I know you got your hands full babysitting a whole slew of teenagers over there. I mean, holy cow.
Yeah, well, they're energetic. That's for sure.
I know we look forward to seeing you take on Ashley Ridge tomorrow afternoon for a chance to make it to the championship.
Well, we'll see how the cards fold tomorrow.
Coach, y'all get your big dub tomorrow. See what happens. Load up that bus and get down there to. There's a restaurant, like a seafood joint down the road from us, like some kind of Pineapple Willie joint. I'm not sure what it is, man.
Y'all got to tell me. Y'all are the experts on this stuff.
at Tony's Pizza over here. Tony's Pizza, holy smokes, that was great. We went there this evening. 2 TVs in there, always got something good on. Got a big poster of Marshall Mathers hanging on the wall. It's a good spot. Get your big pepperoni pizza, $13, all you can eat.
I think we're gonna go to the Tanger Outlets tomorrow night and let them pick their restaurant. We'll see. I might not feed them tomorrow if we lose.
That's what Coker used to do.
That's a joke. I'm kidding. That would be rude.
Part of it.
But you can go to Tanger Outlets, buy clothes from some different sites.
Hey. He'll be in Maui Gym looking at sunglasses.
Can we get our center fielder a pair of sunglasses, please?
Well, Coach, I thought it was funny. I enjoyed that interaction that I had over there with y'all. And about the time my man lost that ball in the sun, and it was a last ditch too. It looked like he was going to catch it, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the old sun man got him, and he misses it. And then one of your infielders goes out there taking some sunglasses, and I hear from the dugout, I hear somebody say, "Well, he should have had those on already." And then about 3 batters later, after they score that run, the inning ends on a routine fly ball to center field. My man just camps under it like a can of corn, and I look down at the end of the dugout, and I can just see everybody like, we'd still be winning if you'd put them sunglasses on.
That genuinely, it pissed me off because we're playing Wando on Friday. Passmore's pitching. The plan all along, we wanted to get Passmore 2 outs in that inning with nobody on and bring Joel in a low, stress moment to get his footing. During pop fly to center field, and he ducks and covers. Well, yep. Miles, our second baseman, runs him a pair of sunglasses out, puts them on. Today, drops a ball. Miles runs him a pair of sunglasses out, puts them on. So I told that cat when he come back in, I said, "You are way too old to be that stupid. Just wear sunglasses."
Because you don't even have to go to Maui Gym. You can go to the Dollar General.
Go to the gas station and get a pair, man.
They're right there on the side. Right. I mean, as soon as you go check out, they're hanging right there on the side.
I'm gonna say this: if he's not wearing sunglasses in center field tomorrow, I might resign and Cole can take over.
If he don't have them on, I'm gonna bring him a pair. I'll bring him mine.
Will you do that?
If I look out there and you're center fielder, I don't care who it is. If he don't have them on, I'm gonna bring him a pair. Let's not play it in the night game.
It's gonna be the same cat. So I mean, just bring him out there too.
What time y'all play tomorrow? If you got the night game, it ain't gonna matter.
Y'all don't give us night games. You give us early morning games, and you give us hard teams to play.
Early bird gets the worm, Coach.
That's right. Coach, you don't want that night game. It gets cold out there at night.
It got a little chilly.
Whole team's had early game, so we can go party in the late afternoon.
All
right. We got to keep the fans happy.
That's absolutely right.
See, you got to give the people what they want. That's what we're doing. We give them what they want.
Man, y'all are good people.
Coachy, we're gonna let you go so you can get your beauty rest here. Coach, go get them tomorrow.
Thank you, man. We're gonna do our best. Do our best.
Good luck.
Hey, tomorrow's moving day, so get them moving.
Better.
We'll see you guys bright and early, and we'll have smiles on our faces.
Yeah, that ball game tomorrow might be the difference in playing for a championship and a good 10:30 a.m. consolation game. So get your mind right.
Well, I'll do my best, but once again, I don't pitch and I don't catch and I don't hit, so they got to be ready to go.
But you're the man they blame if it don't work. So get ready.
As soon as we lose, it's on me, boys, and I'm okay with that. So
that's what you signed up for when you signed that contract.
Absolutely right.
All right, Coach. You be good. Have fun. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, y'all doing a great job.
See you, man.
Thank you.
See you guys.
And before we got a packed house in this lobby right here. Before we get to the end of this show, we're gonna get to one more thing here. You should see our Instagram comments, by the way. Oh my gosh. No bueno. I'll tell you when I get back to.
Good thing I don't have Instagram.
Oh baby, a lot of people don't need that. Anyway, here we go. Day 3 preview as we move ahead. Here's your day 3 schedule take the banner off so it doesn't get in the way. You start off with a 10 a.m. game. And your 10 a.m. game right here at the top, Chapman Oceanside, winner is probably going to the championship game. Both are 2-0. Really good chance that the winner goes to the championship game. Now, there's still some other 2-0 teams. Another interesting game there with Lugolf, Elgin, and St. James. Goes to 1-1 teams. May have an outside shot. Who knows?
It's two good teams, too. That's going to be a fun game to watch.
A Power 25 matchup. And then you go to Coach Rowland's team at 12:30 to take on Ashley Ridge. We know Ashley Ridge has the talent. They have the arms. Fountain Inn's playing hot right now, so Fountain Inn can get a win. They're likely could be in the championship. And then Philip Simmons and Eastside. Eastside slugged it today. See if they continue. And then you go to the 3 o'clock, Northwestern and Wando. Northwestern with a shot if they can win this game of getting in the championship. Big day, right? Legion takes on West Ashley. Legion slugging it. And then you go to the 5:30 game, which you look at this and you're thinking, at the beginning of the tournament, we said this Hanahan-Catawba Ridge game could be one of the best games of the weekend. Both teams sitting at 1-1. Both still have an outside shot against the championship. But the schedule sets up to be pretty good tomorrow as well on day 3, also known as moving day.
I think there's every time slot we have there, almost every game has some sort of outside, either a really good championship opportunity or an outside shot at it. Because some of those 2-0 teams, if enough of those 2-0 teams go down tomorrow, that brings some of these 1-1s back into play. So, some of the Lugolfs and the Catawba Ridge and Hanahan and St. James, all those teams that are 1-1, Eastside 1-1. That 1-1 group, any of those guys that get to 2-1, they got a shot. So, Northwest. But then on the flip side of that, we got a chance of having a 3-0 team that don't get in. So, if Fountain Inn wins, Northwestern wins, and whoever wins that Oceanside Chapman game, we got a shot of having 3-0 teams. We're going to end up in some tiebreakers, and never would have thought somebody come down here and go 3-0 and not make the championship, but there's a chance of that. There's a chance of that right now. So, a very interesting day tomorrow, and I think there's a really good shot. At 6 o'clock tomorrow, we still don't know who we're going to have playing for a championship on Monday. So,
good shot.
It's going
to be interesting. In previous years, I don't think it's come down to this. I think we've always had those. There's been about 3 teams going into it, and one's eliminated early. Or you got a shot of some things, some teams pulling against other teams.
Yeah.
Realistically, we've got 4 teams that got a shot and only 2 spots. So it will be interesting as we move in tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see how it shakes out for Monday, championship Monday. Coach Smith, do we have anything else to add?
Good luck to everybody going at it tomorrow. We've had a really good 2 days of baseball. We got 2 more good days ahead of us, but a big day tomorrow. Again, got a lot of guys playing with a lot to play for. Interested to see what kind of arms some of these teams have left. This is about where, most teams have had to use 3, 4, 5 arms so far. We're going to see what you got. We're going to see what they got tucked away for us. I'm interested. Got to hear Coach Rowland talk about what he had going, what he had left. I think he's in a good spot, but I can't wait to see what else we got. We've seen some really good action, some really talented players overall. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we get tomorrow. It'll be a big day.
Can't wait. Before we go here, just some tidbits of information. This is what happens when you play at the Shipyard Showdown or in front of Prep Baseball, South Carolina. 69 different players at this tournament have received some sort of social note or social media presence, whether it's basically on Twitter, X, whatever you call it. 69 players, Coach, over 2 days. Over 130 total tweets from us. This is the exposure you get. You're never going to get anything else at any tournament in the state. with any other group. But the good thing is we have so many tweets, we have so many players because of the talent that's at this tournament. It's only gotten better year in and year out. So I know, Coach, we're at 69. We could get to 100 players by the time this is all said and done with. And there might not be but 120 in the whole tournament. Who knows? So make sure you are following all the social media accounts as things go out. Like and subscribe on the YouTube. There's going to be some YouTube shorts that roll out. Make sure you get those notifications for that. So we're going to end this sucker. Stay tuned on all those accounts. We'll see you again tomorrow night for that day 3 recap, moving into championship Monday. From all of us here at Prep Baseball South Carolina, we hope you have a